Guess what? Judith Butler just wrote a book about Jewishness. It's a disaster book intellectually. It is stupid beyond belief. It is embarrassingly lame. And it is so lame that I didn't even want to write a paper about it because I don't like to slaughter these people. I had to slaughter Ilan Pape for writing nonsense a week ago, and it was very painful for me. But I'm really starting to develop a fatigue to this level of zero intellectual commitment. And interestingly enough, somebody in Haaretz, an academic in Haaretz, slaughtered this book, and I thought that he did a good job anyway. She doesn't understand the subject matter. But she wrote a book about Jewishness.
Oh, it is so nice. The men of Jewishness and how nice it is.
And guess what? And guess what? Nobody came to her and said, don't talk about Jewishness. And it is classic. As long as you say, nobody will tell you, if you say the Jews are the most clever people, nobody's going to tell you, oh, you're a racist. But it's a racist statement, no? Mm-hmm. But if you say the Jews with money, something, then you have a problem. So I believe that we have to be brave enough. My friend Harvey came exactly with the second. He said, just say what you say, but don't say Jew. Yesterday I was in Portland, and they told me, you know, Gilad, we solved it. Rather than talk about the Jews, we talk about the Norwegian. It's great. Try it. You say, you can say, I'm really tired to see the Norwegian lobby controlling American foreign affairs. I'm really tired of seeing these Norwegian soldiers destroying the Palestinian villages. You can really go. It's great. You know. So maybe this is the only solution that I can accept. Let's talk about Norwegian. We call them Norwegian. And it sounds better. Huh? Try it. Can you say something about Norwegian? And Norwegianness is where we have to start and to deal with it.
Cool,
I can accept that. But unfortunately, it is Jewishness. You want to call it Norwegianness? We call it Norwegianness. It's not a problem. It is Jewishness. If Judith Butler can talk about it, I can talk about it as well. If she can talk about it positively, I can be critical of it. By the way, do you agree that every political standpoint should be subject to political criticism?
Sure. Yes. Yes.
So how is it possible that Jewish politics is not subject to black politics can be subject to exactly?
Yes.
That's it. It's very simple. We have to get used to it. Sorry. I'm not there. Yeah.
It's time for a break. Also,
Let's let someone do talk.
There's a guy over here.
I don't want to hear it.
No, we will talk about it later.
Moderator's prerogative. I want Henry to follow us.
All right. I just want to say that you can say all those things. I'm not questioning your right to say all those things. I know some people are. But I'm saying if we're serious about doing what we can to support the struggle of justice for the Palestinians,
You're right, I didn't address it.
We have to be smart about our tactics. And it doesn't help the Palestinians to create unnecessary.
You're right. I didn't address it. Sorry. You're right. You came with 4 questions and I addressed 3. And this is exactly the most important question. So everybody knows about the tactic and what is right and what is wrong. And we have solidarity movement operating for at least 40 years. And you all know about the tactics. And what did we get to the Palestinians? Fuck all. So I don't want anyone to tell me about the tactics. I'm happy to discuss tactics, but I'm not interested in tactics. I have decided that my only allies is Rick here.
He's not.
He's not, yeah. Because I had an email exchange with Rick and he told me, listen, we have allies. I'm tired of thinking of allies and not to offend. I don't want to do it. I'm a philosopher. I'm a truth seeker. My only allies are truth and integrity. So simple. And since we have delivered very little to Palestine, I mean, tonight we're trying to raise money, I understand that, and I'm here, I'm so proud to be here and being part of it. But since we have proved to be a bunch of impotent, I don't want to take instruction from anyone. I trust myself. I don't say that I'm free of mistakes. But if I make a mistake in my theoretical analysis, it's about time that somebody stands up and says, Gilad, you are wrong. In page 33, you said A, B, C, and it's not the case. And until now, not a single person on this planet came up with Gilad, you are wrong here, you are wrong there, your argument is flawed. And you know it.
That's right.
Nobody has said, Gilad, your facts are wrong, your analysis is wrong. All they tell me, Gilad, you're not allowed to say it, it's not nice, it's we have friends. I don't, I'm a jazz musician, I can play with
Let me jump in right there.
Yeah.
It's very interesting to me.
We need to do some fundraising.
As a jazz musician, you're a builder. I think the thing that I find inspiring is that it's building music. That when I come out of it more than I went in with it. It offers me some kind of musical, intellectual, spiritual solution. Pete Seeger used to say, I love this. Give any 10 idiots a sledgehammer and they can knock down a barn. Let's see them build one. Okay? So I hear a lot of exacting, impressive, correct, structural analysis of what's wrong. I guess I get a little bit depressed, disgusted, bored when people leave it off at the shredding part of it and don't pick it up with what the vision is, what the building music is, what has to happen. So maybe I'm in the wrong place.
I think
I
because
may
you want a
very
break.
well be-
Because you want a break. I want to address it.
Yeah.
I want to address it, and it
Well,
won't take me long.
I won't. I'm going to have to go to sleep soon because I have to get up really.
You
early
don't go
on
to
the
sleep.
show.
We didn't
But
tell you.
anyway, I really do like the idea of a dialogue, and I'm sure there are many people in this room who have a lot to say and have thought a lot about the issues that you're raising. I sure as hell have. But I'm still, I have to admit it, maybe this is narrow, maybe this is, the poet in me and not the structuralist. But I really, I need to have some way of imagining what the future is going to look like
I tell you,
after you implement some concepts and ideas and we transform ourselves. I'm looking for some answers.
I give a good answer, I think. And it's very simple. It is very, very simple. For many years, I said, I'm not an activist, I'm just very, very active. But this is not good enough. And we need answers. And we need a prospect of a better future. And you know what is a better future? A better future is to go back to your constitution because the answer is there. And it's called the First Amendment. And the First Amendment is there to allow you to say what you think, to express what you feel, to feel free, to exchange. And this is what we have lost. And this is why our discourse is narrowed, and I'm working now extensively on George Orwell, and George Orwell describes it in 48. He shows how we narrow our vocabulary to fit into a strict agenda. So we say colonialism, apartheid, which is completely wrong. To bring this country, which is a very important country, for me especially as a jazz musician, is to celebrate the true meaning of fucking freedom.
I like those words.
I know. Everybody likes these words. Freedom to say what we think. And once you start to say what you think, this is the real meaning of spring. The truth comes out. And when is the last time you could say what you think without saying, hey, can I say it? Political correctness? This is the real enemy. And this is why we are living now in post-political condition, where we have zero attachment between us, the people, and our human condition and political system that is drifting away. They left us to deal with some irrelevant nonsense, with a limited vocabulary that has zero meaning, and all the time they screw us up. They made us into consumers, and unfortunately, there is not a single political philosophy that addresses this condition. And I have enemies because I'm getting close to it. I'm touching it.
I'm sorry, I don't